Human Services, Adopt Us Kids, and the Ad Council.
My name is Dale Pazinski, and this is how I live United. I volunteer with United Way, helping the homeless in my community by teaching computer skills and helping them build a basic resume to save on their very own USB drive. It's huge when somebody says, "Hey man, that job that you helped me apply for, I got it." My name is Dale Pazinski. I help people achieve financial independence. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
When we first moved to New York, we had a great apartment that was dirt cheap.
And we found out why it was so cheap.
Our friend Amy said there was a great apartment in her building.
Dirt cheap, but it's a hotel for women. Okay, we made one adjustment.
Now these other ladies know us as Buffy and Hildegard.
But they also know us as Kip and Henry, Buffy and Hildy's brothers. I am crazy about the blonde.
This experience is going to make a great book.
See, it's all perfectly normal.
Hello, fellow bosom buddy. Joe Haffner here on this Friday, 6th day of September, 2013. The podcast, well, it's called First Cup, and glad you decided to download me. With you for a little while longer. Still to come, we'll have News of the Weird in a few seconds, plus the Twitter feed of the day, and what's on TV tonight. All that and a little bit more jam-packed in the next half hour. What do you say we take care of what's in the News of the Weird for this Friday, shall we? Let's do that right now.
And that's going to oh, son of a bitch. Why is this happening?
And it's time for today's weird news item. And takes us to the great state of Oregon. Oregon woman claims to have found mouse bone in cereal. Seems that 25-year-old Shea Bowman Smead of Eugene, Oregon, said she found what she believes to be a mouse bone in her Life cereal. She had eaten through the bowl of cereal and noticed something floating in the milk. That's never pleasant. She contacted Life manufacturer Quaker, and they had her send her a box of Life along with the foreign object for analysis. The results have not yet been released. Which leads me to question, how does she know that it was from a mouse? I mean, it could have been some other little critter. Chances are it probably was a mouse if it is in fact a mouse bone. But nevertheless, going to be following up on that story. That's today's News of the Weird. Beginning on the 18th of September, a little over a week from now, I will have more News of the Weird items on Weird and Wacky Wednesdays, okay? That's coming up on the 18th. Right now, though, what do you say we take a look at the popular tweets of the day? As soon as I remember what I did with the intro, we'll get to it. There it is. So, here it is. Take it away, Governor.
And you can always follow me on Twitter.
Hello, computer.
Just use the keyboard.
The keyboard. How quaint.
And take a look at today's popular tweet of the day. Rosh Hashanah began at sunset on Wednesday and ends at nightfall today. I searched the tweeter to see what people were celebrating and how they're celebrating. And, well, here's what I found. Not Rachel writes in, my dad's New Year's Rosh Hashanah gift was a case of 15 worldly wines. Interesting gift when I was just in rehab for alcoholism. Henry Shulman writes, I hate this. I'll be writing 57.73 on my checks for at least a month. DJ Spider writes, Carnitas taco with bacon and pork rinds on it. Probably not the best Rosh Hashanah dinner, but I'm down with it. And Micah Gordon writes, for my non-Jewish followers, Rosh Hashanah is a time for you to forget it's Rosh Hashanah until your parents call, and then watch The Daily Show. And that's today's popular tweets of the day. It's time now for my favorite portion of the program, called the Song of the Day. And today's Song of the Day is a live track for one of my favorite groups, Dire Straits, off their last album in 1991. And the tune that I've chosen is The Bug, written by Mark Knopfler and originally performed by Dire Straits on their final studio album by the band. On Every Street, released in 1991, it was covered by Mary Chapin Carpenter a year later, and also recorded on the album's Blue Ballads, 1996, by the Alex Ballard Assembly, and Keep Your Hands to Yourself, 2002, by Mike Berry and the Outlaws. But here is the original, and it's a live edition of today's Song of the Day, Dire Straits and The Bug. So clap along, everybody.
It's a strange old game, yeah, you learn it slow. One step forward and a back to go. Standing on the throttle, standing on the brakes. You're in the groove until you make a mistake. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the glove. Sometimes it all comes together. Sometimes you're full of love. Sometimes you're the little slugger. Sometimes you're the ball. Sometimes it all comes together, baby. Sometimes you're gonna lose it all. You gotta know happy, yeah, you got no bad. You're gonna know lonely and you're gonna know bad. When you're ripping and you're riding and you're coming home strong. Slipping, sliding and it all go wrong. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the gun. Sometimes it all comes together. Sometimes you're full of love. Sometimes you're the little sucker. Sometimes you're the ball. Sometimes it all comes together. Sometimes you're gonna lose it all. Day you got the glory, then you got none. Day you're a diamond and then you're a stone. And everything changes in a day or another. Oh, oh, oh. Let the good time roll before we say goodbye. Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the butterfly. Sometimes it all comes together. Sometimes you're full of love. Sometimes you're the little sucker. Sometimes you're the ball. Sometimes it all comes together. Sometimes you're gonna lose it all. Sometimes you're the windshield. Sometimes you're the ball. Sometimes it all comes together. Sometimes you're full of love. Sometimes you're the little sucker. Sometimes you're the ball. Sometimes it all comes together, baby. Sometimes you're gonna lose it all. Sometimes you're the windshield. Sometimes you're the ball. Sometimes it all comes together, baby. Sometimes you're full of love. Sometimes you're the little sucker. Sometimes you're the ball. Sometime it all come together. Sometime you're gonna lose it.
Welcome back. I'm sorry, I had to clear my throat there right at the last second. Joe Haffner here in Studio 26 on this Friday morning as we slowly wrap up today's program and take a look at what's on the television for tonight and the weekend. And let's see what's on the old telly, shall we? Let me pull that down just a little bit more. And pull this one down just a little bit more. If only I had a real engineer here. Guess I am a real engineer. On the television for this weekend, starting tonight, all times, by the way, are Eastern, the 2013 NASCAR Nationwide Series. Virginia 529 College Savings 250 from Richmond International Raceway in Richmond, Virginia. Oh, that's a mouthful. Is at 7:30 on ESPN. Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders Making the Team Season 8 premiere at 9 o'clock on CMT. Hello Ross series premiere at 10 on E! Entertainment. Sorry, I just spit out a peanut. Obsessed with the Dress Season 1 finale, 10 o'clock on WE. And the 36th season premiere of 2020 at 10:01 tonight, excuse me, on ABC television. 36 years of we're in touch, so you be in touch. Yes, I'm a fan of the classic 2020. I miss Hugh Downs and I miss Baba Wawas, but season 36 premiere of 2020. And to think that show almost didn't even make it past the first month. And that's what's on the television for tonight. A couple of movies coming up on the big screen this weekend. It includes Riddick, rated R, runs 119 minutes, starring Van Diesel, Carl Urban, and Jordi Molia. Left for dead on a sun-scorched planet, Riddick finds himself up against an alien race of predators. Activating an emergency beacon alerts two ships, one carrying a new breed of mercenary, the other captained by a man from Riddick's past. Sounds like every other Vin Diesel movie, doesn't it? And on a limited open, Sillinger, rated PG-13, runs 2 hours. It's a documentary / special interest feature starring Philip Seymour Hoffman, Edward Norton, John Cusack, and Danny DeVito. Synopsis: an unprecedented look into the private world of J.D. Salinger, the reclusive author of The Catcher in the Rye. And that's what's on the big screen and on the little screen this weekend. A few other items. Let's see here. Carl Garner Federal Lands Cleanup Day is tomorrow, a day to participate in cleaning up federal lands and features various programs and activities. The Kansas State Fair runs from now through a week from Sunday in Hutchinson, Kansas. The Tennessee State Fair running from now through the 15th in Nashville, Tennessee. And the 35th Annual Valparaiso Popcorn Festival going on this weekend in Valparaiso. And coming up tomorrow night, the 2013 NASCAR Sprint Cup Series Federated Auto Parts 400 from Richmond International Raceway in Richmond, Virginia at 7:30 tomorrow night Eastern on ABC. Cupcake Wars Season 9 premiere at 8 o'clock tomorrow night on the Food